This army is so far the absolute last of the armies that I own that I've painted. I completely forgot that I own this army because I only ever used it once in an actual game, and that was back in, I want to say, 6th edition. If it's not clear, they're a Lizardman army, but I didn't want to paint them blue because every Lizardman army in the world was blue, and in the book they described different Lizardmen having different spawnings of Lizardmen having different colour hide that reflected magical abilities or temperaments. I think it was mostly magical abilities. And the golden colour, it gave them some ability. To be honest, for me it didn't much matter. I didn't want to paint them green because then they'd look too naturalistic, and I didn't want to make them red because they might look like weird corn lizard men. And I knew I didn't want to make them blue, so there weren't many bold colour choices that I could go for left, so I went for this sort of yellow colour scheme. Now, it was all based on the suggestion of a friend of mine who said at the time, oh, I think you'd like to go Lizardmen because I pretty much do quite well at good guy armies. And Lizardmen are essentially good guys, whether you agree with them or not. They're kind of like, I don't know, ultimate gamekeepers or something. They're trying to keep everything safe from the predations of other mortal races. So, to just sort of go through it, the cavalry, they were just sort of 2 units of ordinary cavalry. Now, the reason I forgot that I had this army was because everything had to be rebased, and that's not the easiest thing in the whole wide world, particularly with the new model Lizardmen infantry, the Saurus warriors. They don't rebase so easy when you've already glued them down into 25mm square. I tried to cut one. See, that little chap there with the square mace has got an old style body and a new style head. That's because the model that used to sit in his place or stand in his place, I accidentally butchered it when trying to rebase him, and I slashed myself with the razor knife quite badly. And so I put this army away until I figured out how to do it better. Now, the old ones, they're from 4th edition, I think, when they came with Bretonians. Now, obviously, I didn't own these at that time. I got these off eBay. I got a load of these, but I painted, there were 2 more units of them, but they were painted really badly, and the army's big enough as it is, so they went in the bin, and I'm not ashamed of that. So there are 3 units of Saurus warriors with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, is that? 16 in each. And then there are 60 regular skinks with bows. I don't know why I've got so many skinks, I just do. There's the guy on the Carnosaur. There's the little salamander things, which are metal, which are a complete pain because they don't glue together particularly well, and at that time I didn't have the patience to pin them, given that the models have got weird proportions, particularly through the shoulders. It just yeah, so they're glued together badly.